Okay. How do you go from saying something like, we're so happy that we've reached our milestone when it comes to the VAC people, to Matt Damon is upset or is, venting his frustrations about how there is only 48% people VAC. You can't make that kind of mistake unless it wasn't a mistake at all. You know why it wasn't a mistake at all? Because that was nothing but a ploy. When they said we reached our over or we reached our 50%, that was nothing but a ploy to get people to believe that we're almost there or halfway there, and just another way to coach them into getting their miracle drug into everybody. But you see, that backfired on them and it didn't work. So once they realized that didn't work, and the Vax a Million, free donuts, free this, a raise at your job, and all this other stuff didn't work, they had to go back with their Matt Damon story. Now, how the hell, if you have 50 people or over 50 people or whatever, the milestone, how do you go back? How do you go from that to 48%? That's not no mistake. That's a blatant lie. Because you can go up, of course, but you can't go back unless, what, they have some kind of un-VAC program where you can get it taken back out of you after you have already got it in you. Now, if you're a subscriber from all my other channels, which most of you guys are here, if you will recall, I did a video. I think I was doing one with like a news story and me talking, like pausing in between, basically doing a my take in a news story. And I said that if all these things that they're doing now don't work, what they're gonna do is say that something mutated, and then they have to do new things, or they have to go back to doing the old things or whatever, because it's gonna get us where we need to be. I said that months ago in a live stream. And I don't have to sit here and give you all the medical, all the proof as far as like medical, whatever. I'm telling you about how propaganda and mainstream media works. I said that months ago in a live stream that this was going to happen. And you know what's funny? Because, you know what's funny is they put out a movie called Songbird about this whole thing, and about how CV something mutated into CV23. And that was one of the things, little programming things that I saw, that I knew was a hint to what they were going to do if all their little plans didn't work, giving you all these incentives and all this other stuff. Now watch. If this doesn't work, it's going to so-called mutate into something else. They're going to do all that they can to make sure you're all scared and ready to take and do whatever they tell you to do. That is what they are going to continue to do. And just like I said when I said it before, watch now. When I said the same thing before in like another take, watch now what they're going to do next. If they don't, they even do things like change subjects and target things like children, and all the people, the ones who were basically superhuman to this. They're trying to say that they have to put one of these things on, and they have to whatever. I mean, this is ridiculous. And how any idiot can sit in front of their television set and not see right through the bullshit lies is something that I will never be able to fathom. You people put way too much trust into people who don't care about you. Even Kerry, the guy who made the PCR test, said that Kerry Mullis, he said the same thing about what's all going on today, and then he just supposedly died before all of this stuff came out, right? Great, excellent timing. He said the people who are in power now, and I'll put the whole interview in the description box of this video, because it's on this channel. He said they're not the ones that we should be putting our trust into and all this other stuff, and basically they're just corporate liars and state slaves, basically trying to push their little state agenda and stuff like that. He said, and he definitely called out Dr. F. So how can you continue to sit here and believe these people? How? I don't understand how. Whatever they're doing as far as pushing this miracle drug is not going to work because people are catching on to them. They're probably so stupid they're gonna keep doing stuff to the point where even a dumbass sheeple will be like, oh no, okay, now this is getting ridiculous. But don't talk like that. Oh no, don't tell anybody about freedom and we're allowed to do what we want. And then they can even say, you're free to, on the news, they're always like, oh yeah, you're free to make your choice, but I just want to know why. Why don't you want to keep everybody safe? Why do you want to do something so stupid? Because I'm free to make that choice. And I don't choose to keep people safe who act like they're only doing it to keep themselves safe. Or safe, because that's really what they're doing it for. It don't have anything to do with nobody else. But they'll use whatever they can next. And probably say, there's no telling. But these Hollywood mainstream media stories and all this, the stupid stuff that they say, there is no telling what they're going to do next because they're going to have to. Until hopefully they realize, which they probably won't, that what they're trying to do is not going to happen. They're not going to accomplish their goal. And they literally should all be ashamed of themselves for what they're doing, how they're lying, and just whatever to their own country, to their own the people in their own country. And then the sheeple who want to get mad at you and all this other stuff because they want to act like a fake American or act like they know what the United States was supposed to be about, even though it's all hypocritical bullshit going on right now. These they have mental issues. So stupid to see that all this, the ridiculousness of what they're saying, what they're doing. You got to be Stevie Wonder to not see this junk and what's really going on. And you fake Americans and all the other stuff, once all of this, you finally wake up, you better hope it's not too late. And you better hope that their mission to form a new world order is not already complete. I want you to remember these words right here, right now. You keep listening to these people, senators, governors, whatever, all these stage things that's going on. They're trying to make it seem like some governor passed this law, some governor, whatever. You keep believing that stuff. By, believing their distractions and saying, blaming on China, blaming on Russia, bullshit about what's going on at the border and all this other stuff. You're going to end up And again, remember these words when it happens. You're going to end up since you are the sheeple, you are going to end up in a slaughter house. So go ahead and not care right now or think somebody's being a conspiracy theorist. In the end, that is where you type of people are going to end up.